Hi there YouTubers, Roscoe here, and here we have the Judge Dredd figure from Art Figures. This figure was released last year. This was one figure that was most anticipated by a lot of collectors. Me personally, it was very refreshing and a must-have. And for the price you got this for, and for what we get in the end, definitely up there, one of the figures of the year for me personally, and I know for a lot of other collectors. Alright, let's get in and take a look. Right, here we have the box. Pretty simple. It was unlicensed. I think I paid about $135 US for this figure. It was absolutely amazing, seeing how much other figures are going for these days. Magnetic tab at the side opens up, and you have a foam insert which holds all the figure and all the parts. And the good thing about this figure, basically everything that comes in the box is displayed with the piece. Alright, now as I said, all the accessories come on him. I purchased a custom stand off eBay, an acrylic stand, which looks very nice. It's about 4 different layers there you have to screw together. Cost me about $30 off eBay, and it complements the figure nicely, showing his badge there. The only spare accessory is his different gun attachment, or the silencer attachment. This is the slightly smaller one, and the larger one is on the gun there. I'm actually going to get a normal Hot Toys stand. I've got some custom decals made by Joe Turner off Facebook, and I'll do a small Hot Toys size one as well, because this one does take up a lot of room, and use that for the time being. And here's the figure. Absolutely amazing. One of my all-time favourites in the collection. The likeness is amazing. The helmet comes separately. You have to click it on the top of his head. It has eyes and everything. You can just barely see them through the visor though. Got the Dredd badge. A lot of people got this, or bought a couple of them, really weathered it and customized it. I'm keeping mine really basic and much like the what comes out of the box. The only thing I did, which needed desperately doing, is the custom painting on the arm guards. Okay, now that came black, almost black in the box when it should be gold, and weathered and highlighted. In the movie it's very grummy and grimy. There's darker and lighter areas. It's just not simply painted gold all over, which I know the second batch had that problem, or a lot of people who got the second batch was completely covered in the one gold. I had to add about 3 or 4 different golds with browns and other metallic colours to get that brown blend into gold where it's worn off. My lights are picking it up a bit brighter than it actually is in person, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. Also on the other side, that was quite easy to do, this side. Just weathered and a few different coloured gold washes over the top of. So overall I used about 3 or 4 different paints on this side, and about 5 to 6 different colours on that side. Not just simply going over it with one gold or going over it with a marker. Helmet. I can barely fault this figure. The articulation is great. A lot of people don't like the gloved hands because you have to pose the fingers. I think it adds realism. A lot of the gloved hands look too neat and perfect on Hot Toys figures, whereas this, it sort of gives the effect, if you do it right, it does take a while to get them right. They come very flat out of the box. You have to sort of curve them and bend the fingers in a different direction rather than just up and down. And then you get that look that there is fingers actually in the gloves. That's a very dark figure, so I'll try and do my best to zoom in. And some people are painting the knee guards slightly more green, but that's something in the movie you barely notice, and I might do that later. You've got the arm gauntlet showing the criminals he's after. The jacket comes on him separate. You have to put that on yourself. Same with a lot of the belt and all the different med kits and pockets for his ammunition. Also his holster, you have to strap that on his leg as well. Now you can't go wrong with this figure for the price that I got this for. He's starting to get a little bit more pricey now, even though the second batch came out, but once they're exhausted, I think this is going to be a very, very sought after figure for a long time. It's all kept quite hush-hush for a while. There's a lot of licensing issues. People are trying to track down art figures and get it banned. You know, a lot of people lost their pre-orders overseas. I ordered mine directly through Hong Kong and had no dramas whatsoever. One of my favourites of last year, that's for sure. Absolutely amazing figure. And who doesn't like Judge Dredd? Carl Urban did a fantastic job. Alright guys, I'll leave you with that. Hope you enjoyed this late review of the Art Figures Judge Dredd. Must have for Dredd fans. If you can find him, go get him, you will not be disappointed. Still, after months of owning it, it's a massive standout in all my collection. I have over 160 1/6 scale figures, so yeah, that says a lot about this figure. About half the price of a standard hot toy. Alright guys, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.